I still don't feel relaxed. I feel like someone's gonna walk in any minute. So I gotta get through this video as fast as I possibly can. You know, just producing high quality content here for you all. Oh my god. When is this thing gonna shut up? I've already eaten my banana bread. Like, I'll be sharing some things that have helped me improve the financial side of my life while also discussing things that have helped me in my everyday kind of life and my mental health. So stick around and find out. If you're new here, I'm Dajana and I am a registered dental hygienist and a YouTuber that kind of just shows my life behind the scenes of work and paying off $70,000 worth of debt. If you're interested in seeing more of those videos, you can watch that playlist. I'll link up above. I'm super excited to share some of the stuff that have improved my life, so let's just get straight into it. So this is in no particular order. Nothing's more important than the other. It's just kind of how they verbally came out and what I remembered. I will start with the most important thing that I feel like has improved my life significantly, and that has to be going back to school. Yes, I went into debt because of school. I made sure that it was for something that my yearly income would be greater than the amount that I owed. So my original repayment amount once I finished school was at $50,746, and I have paid it down to $43,773.87. I've been repaying it since July 1st, 2022. If I didn't go back to school, I honestly wouldn't be where I'm at today with either like my YouTube channel, my own mental and physical health well-being. It is kind of like the thing that got the ball rolling for me. So I went into dental hygiene knowing that it made good money, at least at the time. It's still good money, but making $100,000 a year in a extremely high cost of living city, it's probably like a step above high cost, like unlivable high cost living of city. Like it's insane. All that aside, I'm still very happy with my decision to go back to school, because now if I do decide to go back to school for something else, or start my own business, I kind of have a job that pays well that can help me get there a lot quicker. If you want to know more about dental hygiene, I also have more videos about that if you want to take a look. It's called the Everything Dental Hygiene playlist. I did a lot of vlogs while I was in school and made a lot of videos that just talked about why I chose hygiene over nursing. And yeah, if you're interested in watching those, getting more information about changing your life, making more income, you can go ahead and watch those. So this feels a little silly talking about such a small thing that's improved my life compared to, talking about going back to school. And it's my water bottle, which currently right now it is my little light camera tripod. But I have never drank more water in my life than I have now with this bottle. And the handle is supposed to be like a dupe for the Stanley Cup, which I never really liked how it looked and the cost of it, but I got this one for pretty cheap off of Amazon, and I've been drinking water out of it every single day since I've gotten it. And it's huge. And I love it, and it fits in my car still, and I love it. I don't know how much more I can say good things about it. It's just has kept me hydrated for a really, really long time. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. One sec. Here it is. This is what I'm talking about. My water bottle. Simply Modern, I believe, is the brand. I got it off Amazon. I'll link it down below. I'm not too sure how much I paid for it. I think because it's Canadian, it's like $45 at the time. Comes with 2 straws, and you can like purchase either like different lids, so you don't have to have the straw part on it. But it's filled with ice right now. It stays cold for a really long time, and I basically drank 1.5 of these. So I finished drinking one by the time that I am back home. So like from morning to after work, driving home, it's pretty empty. If there's maybe like a few ice cubes left, then I fill it up, and then before I go to bed, I'm pretty much like halfway done another one. It's like saved my life pretty much. It's extreme saying that, but I do take it with me in my shower because I like to shower in boiling hot water, and having this sitting on my bathtub so I can drink it when I feel like I'm gonna faint from how hot my shower is, it literally has saved my life. Okay, so now this one's a little also stupid. I don't have the cup with me because it just finished cleaning in the dryer. It just finished cleaning in the dishwasher. Wow. Are my coffee cups. This is not it, but having those things with the little lids on them, it's like the perfect amount of coffee for me. I don't over pour my protein shake in there. It's just like the perfect amount for me to get me through my day. And it has the lid on it so that it stops me from spilling it everywhere. I take it to work every day, and it's just a tiny little purchase that has ended up saving me a bunch of money, because I actually prefer drinking my own coffee with my protein shake than getting the iced coffee that I was getting at Starbucks, which I never 100% loved, but I just got them because it was a bit of coffee, right? Anyway, so it's saved me so much money just by purchasing a cup that I like seeing my coffee in, that's small enough and had a lid. And yes, it's glass and I'm careful with it, but I don't know, I really like it, and I think it's improved my life because it's also saved me a lot of money, and it just gives me that like little joy in the morning when I see it and I'm like, oh, it's so nice and cute. It gets me out the door faster, because I can't wait to sit in my car and drive for an hour and just chill out drinking my coffee. And another one that is like a couple feet away from me, but I don't really want to touch them because they're my work shoes. It is my Hoka shoes. So they're my work shoes. I have 2 pairs. The first one is an older pair. I wore them for work originally. Then I got a second pair. And then the first ones I retired and just use them as like walking shoes now. Or when I leave my Hokas, my work Hokas at work, I use these if I need to like use them on the weekend or outside of work. So I don't really necessarily want to touch them. I'll show you here. I've shown so many clips, Instagram stories of me walking in them. They are expensive, yes, but I cannot explain just how much it has saved my feet. I wore these like cheap white shoes from Walmart that were like 13 bucks because I couldn't afford anything else. And you'd think like as a hygienist, you're not on your feet all day, but you are at the same time. Like it's a lot of walking back and forth, a lot of pushing on the pedals. Like there is still like a good amount of walking back and forth, not to mention people that stand while they work, right? That's a different story. But my feet would burn constantly, like hurt. They hurt before then too. Like I never invested money in my shoes. And so when I got a job and my feet were killing me, just even having to walk like the 15 feet from my op to the sterilization room back and forth 7, 8, 9 times a day, depending on how many patients I had, I just said screw it and bought those Hokas and have not gone back, and I don't think I'll ever buy any other brand of shoes. They are just so comfy. And before, it used to be like, I don't want to go for a walk because my feet are gonna hurt, my body's gonna be in pain, yada yada yada. And I did a June walking challenge. I never really posted about it, but I did it for myself mainly, and I walked every day for 15 to 30 minutes. There was no like time goal. I just wanted to make sure that I was walking every day, or took the time out of my day to go walk. I have yet to complain about my feet hurting wearing those shoes. They've hurt wearing like other non-Hoka running shoes, but I was totally fine walking. My back didn't hurt. I just felt really supported. And this is all true as well for when I weighed more. If you're someone that has feet issues, they hurt after a long day of work or walking or whatever, highly recommend Hokas, investing in those Hokas, but be careful. There are scam websites that say that they're on sale. Don't get those. Because I almost got scammed. Well, I did, but then my credit card covered the cost of it, so I got my money back. If you go on a website and it's showing all of the shoes are marked down for sale or buy 2 for this much, it's a scam. Another thing is my Eddie Bauer jacket. I have always struggled paying a lot of money for things. The Hokas were a struggle to pay for, but this jacket also, I struggled a lot. I got to borrow my sister's jacket. It's the same one I ended up getting. And I was like, wow, it's freezing cold out here, and I'm still warm wearing this coat. Not having a good coat and being cold was one of the reasons why I stopped walking during the winter time, because I would just be like this, like so tense, shoulders up here that my neck and everything would hurt because I was just always shivering and couldn't stay warm enough no matter how many layers I got. And this thing is amazing that it gets me out in the morning and it makes it so much easier for me to walk, especially when the temperatures are cold. Was really expensive, but I plan to use that jacket for years and years and years. It was an unplanned expense, but thanks to cue into the next thing that has changed and improved my life. You Need a Budget has helped me immensely, especially for when I wasn't planning on buying that jacket at that price. It has saved my butt quite a few times and has shown me that I can cover these unexpected costs because I just have learned how to manage my money way better. So You Need a Budget as a product has helped me, but the whole concept of being more financially literate and understanding more about finances and not being afraid of them has improved my life and can improve yours. I think once you get over the initial discomfort of not wanting to look at your money, kind of want to bury your head in the sand, forcing yourself to look at your money and take charge frees up a lot of that feeling of guilt, shame, whatever it may be around money in your brain, to give space to being more thoughtful with your money and just being able to think of ways to make more money. So You Need a Budget is basically a virtual money envelope system where you allocate money into certain categories. And the great thing about it versus doing it like physically in envelopes is that I keep majority of my money in a high interest savings account. So I don't touch my money. I just make payments on one card, keeps all my transactions together. When I am doing my taxes like I am right now, it's easy for me to just look on my credit card to see like what transactions I'm looking for, as opposed to looking through 17 billion different bank accounts. I leave most of my money in the high interest savings account. I want to say like 90% of my money in high interest savings account, where it accumulates interest for me. So it makes money for me. And then every month after the first, that's when I pay off my credit card with the money that I've already allocated for those transactions. You should really watch their YouTube channel explaining things, or the subreddit. It's a little bit of a learning curve. I've talked about it before. Getting into it, once you get the hang of it, you'll notice just how much money you're saving just by getting into the routine of assigning your money and every dollar that you have, giving it a job. So a few other things that have improved my life. Feel like it's pretty self-explanatory when I say therapy. It is something that started the whole process of me changing my life from not knowing what I wanted to do to taking the initial steps of going back to school and just really changing my mindset and being more positive. This, in combination with medication, of course, helped me get my motivation back. And I don't know what else to say about it other than I feel like everyone can use therapy at some point in their life, whether it be consistently or just in little spurts if you're going through something. But finding that therapist that you really click with and motivates you is priceless. I know it can be really expensive. I've been there, but if you have a job that offers free counseling through them, take them up on that offer. There are therapy sessions offered by students, I believe. If you're really committed into doing therapy, I think you can definitely find a way, or even reading up on things to kind of get the ball rolling, following social media accounts that set the example of what kind of life, or even following social media accounts that kind of set the example of what kind of life you want to lead. Make everything more positive in your life as much as you possibly can, without obviously it turning into like a toxic type of positivity where you feel guilty for feeling any type of negativity about certain things. I'm not a therapist. I'm just promoting talking to someone and getting help. because that's what improved my life. And if you want to use me as an example or motivation, there you go. That's one of the very first things that I have done that helped me set the motion to completely changing my life. One of the very last things that I feel like has improved my life has obviously been my weight loss surgery. If you want to watch that video where I kind of go a little more into detail about it, I kind of quickly discuss a little bit of why I did weight loss surgery, but I didn't want to turn my whole channel revolving around it, which is why I don't talk about it a lot, but I have mentioned it here and there. Oh my gosh. Woo! You know, it's not all smooth and groovy. It doesn't fix all of your problems. It is a tough thing to decide on. I wouldn't recommend it. I would only recommend it as like a last option if you've tried everything else like I have. It's something to look into, but take very, very seriously. I don't want to be a huge promoter of it because it really does change your life in every single way, more ways than you can probably think of on your own, and you don't know it until you've done it. And it's very personal, like it's different for everyone. So like what has improved or changed about my life is different for the next person that has done the same surgery. So just putting that disclaimer out there, but it has been something that has improved my life. At least that's how I view it at this point. I don't want to make a big thing about it because, like I said, I don't want it to be a huge part of my YouTube channel. If you have any questions about it, I'm more than happy to answer. Possibly might make more YouTube videos on it when I feel comfortable, because it is something that's really hard for me to talk about, losing weight. But it just kind of ties into the therapy and changing your mindset about things and becoming more clear on your goals. And I don't necessarily think surgery is like the only way to get there. It's just something that I personally needed help with in terms of losing weight. It's a damn cute dog, but I really want to go out there and scream at it. Another one is my Ergo Loops. Expensive purchase, but I don't know if I'd still be in hygiene or if I'd physically be able to do hygiene if I didn't get these loops in time. So if you don't know, dental hygiene is very taxing on the body. I went in already with back and neck issues, and if I didn't have any special glasses, I don't even know if I would have finished out the semester or like the program because of how much it hurt. I got other loops, expensive as well, but I got these Ergo ones that kind of keep me sitting upright, have me at a better posture. I still have aches and pains, but I'm able to kind of recover with 2 to 3 days off after working a couple days straight. And then as opposed to doing chiropractor weekly, I am doing it about once a month now. So it's saved me money, even though they're really expensive. If you are in dental hygiene and you are watching this, seriously consider getting the Ergo Loops straight off the bat. Having two different pairs is a good thing as a backup in case one kind of breaks on you and you need another pair while you send out the first one for repairs. But I would highly recommend just getting those Ergo Loops. I had just learned about another brand's Ergo Loops. They were the only ones that were out with them. I think like the day before I went and saw the rep for the Q Optics ones that I originally got, and I was like, oh, they're so expensive. They were only like maybe another extra $1,000, but joke's on me because I bought those Q Optic ones and then that were like around $3,000. And then I had to pay for these new ones that were closer to $4,000. So that was more expensive. I wish I had just gone with the ones that I wanted in the first place. Come on. Okay, and this is like a really dumb one, but I have to throw it in there because I feel like it's improved my life and I don't know how I did life without it. And it's my heating pad. And this specific one that I use every night, it sits on my pillow. I cannot sleep without it. I have a really hard time even taking naps without it. I'm on my second one. My first one lasted me 5 years before it gave up, and that's only because of the way that I sleep. It like bends, so like I'm kind of expecting it to not last as long, like I'm breaking the wires on the inside or something like that with how I like roll it up and kind of thing. So I've had 2 of the Sunbeam brand. The third one I have is the same brand, but it's an extra large one, and that one gets hot as F. It gets so hot and I love it. And depending on the day, sometimes it can feel like it's burning me. But for the most part, I am a cold person now, and I enjoy it. I will use a heating pad 24/7 if I could, but I use it all seasons. In the summer, when it's 40 degrees outside, I turn on my fan and turn on the heating pad. Those are just some of the things that have improved my life, and I just didn't feel like gatekeeping it anymore. Let me know in the comments down below if there are things that have improved your life and I don't know about, because I am always open to trying new things. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.